What's going on, peeps? I'm back again with ideas to lift up our communities. I'm back again to talk about money related stuff. So we're going to be continuing our video series on money. And for those of you watching me for the first time, I am Erickson, and we're in the process where we're going to be learning about money. So I'm going out there, access a few millionaires. We ask them questions related to money, and once they answer to me, I come and post here on this channel so you and I can apply it in our lives. So this is the second video with the second question. The first one is on the channel, go check it out if you haven't, but this one is going to be very interesting, so stick around. It's going to be very interesting. I asked them a very interesting question. I write them down here on my notebook. I call this my golden notebook. All right, so the question was simple but very interesting. Look, so what was the question? The question was, what is money? Very simple question, because the reason why I asked that question is because, you know, some people have accumulated a lot of it and some people struggle with it. I thought, man, why don't I ask that question? What's money? Why do some people have a lot of it and some people don't have much about it? So of course they answered me in so many ways. They came up and explained the concept about behind money. And what I did is I summarized them, took some notes, and I'll be posting here. I'll summarize them here so that it's applicable to us here in our community, so we can learn it and put it into practice. So summarizing it, they said money is basically a medium of exchange, just like back in the days when people used to use gold exchange gold with land, coins, with cows. That was just a method used to exchange. In today's society, we use cash to exchange goods with goods, values with values. It's more efficient. That's why we've transitioned from exchanging coins with cows, and we don't want to exchange 1,000 shoes with a house. So it's not really efficient. So money was used to, you know, increase efficiency on how we exchange. So that's basically what money is. But the millionaires go into much deeper concept, which we'll be exploring some later on. But some of them that I really want to emphasize here on this channel is, how do we manage money, right? So what do we do with the money that we earn? Those of us who, you know, work and receive paycheck weekly, bi-weekly, or by the end of the month. So how do we deal with money? So for that, I've come up with a simple illustration that will help us understand about the concept of money. So here it is. This guy his name is Manel. Let's say Manel makes $3,000 a month, but Manel has to live. He has to take care of life, and his monthly expenses is $2,500 a month. Per month, and he will be left with only $500 a month. And let's say Manel takes that $500 and puts it in the bank. So let's look at that, right? So analyze that case, because it's really practical to some of us here in this community. So I will get to other points later on. So Manel really needs to understand how banking system works, just like all of us would have to understand that as well. But how does bank deal with your money? So we need to understand that bank does not take your money and go and walk into the back room and put it in the safe and lock it and wait for you to go back and withdraw the money. It doesn't happen that way. So what banks do is they'll take the money you've deposited and let other people use it, and other people has to pay them back with interest. It's called this character, Joanna. So Joanna goes to the bank lends Joanna your money and requests that Joanna pays them back with interest. So once Joanna returns the money, they return the money that they lent to her and some interest. So when Manel goes back to the bank to withdraw his money, they'll just give Manel his money back, but they've already made some money with Manel's money. See that? So there's nothing wrong with that, but we really need to understand that's what's happening, right? So let's consider another case. Let's give Manel other options. And so as I say this, make sure you learn while I go through this alternative option of, you know, manage the leftover money at the end of the month. Let's say we tell Manel, no, instead of putting your money in the bank, do this. Keep what's called an emergency fund. That means money that you need when life happens. Money that when your car breaks down, your house needs to be fixed, your kids are sick, and other life situation that happens unexpectedly, you take care of with the money you have in the bank. So you have money, what they call liquid money, where you can quickly access it and take care of life situation that needs to be cared of immediately. And what they usually recommend is 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. So basically that means you need money. In Manel's case, he needs to save, let's say he saves $2,500, which is his monthly expenses, times 3 months. If you do 6, you do times 6. So you already keep that amount of money in the bank, and then the rest he does something else, something that most of us need to understand that it's out there, which is investing in yourself, investing in your future, and letting your money grow some other way. So the alternative method is that what they call an investment portfolio, right? So you would put that money in an investment portfolio where your money grows over time. So you're pretty much doing the same thing as what the bank was doing with your money, but now you're doing it for yourself, and it's growing for you, and you're the one who's benefiting from this growth this time. So we're gonna be looking at those investment portfolio as we go on in this series, because it's really important that we need to understand that's fundamentally how money works. Money can't be sleeping. It can't be sleeping in the bank. It can't be sleeping under your pillow. It needs to be circulating in the market where it will grow and do many things. So we cannot just put it in the bank and let it sit there, because banks will be benefiting from it, and you're not. This is why I'm here. I'll ask them questions, and we'll understand some of these basic topics. Like I said, we'll go back to this what I call investment portfolio, where you're gonna be growing your money. I'll be talking about them in the next few videos, so stick around. And in the next video, to be specific, I'll be talking about a case that you might be asking right now. Well, what if I get nothing left at the end of the month after I take care of my expenses? What if what comes in is $2,000, what goes out is $3,000? So the reason behind that, according to the Millionaires, is money mismanagement. So you're not managing money how you're supposed to. You're probably living above your means, or you doing something fundamentally wrong, or you don't understand about money. So we're going to be looking at that in the next video. But in this video, I want you to understand that money needs to be circulating. Only keep about what you need to take care of an emergency situation in the bank or under your pillow. You understand that? And then invest others. Again, we'll go over about investment portfolios later on. Invest others that will grow over time. Let's say Manel is really not following what I'm saying, and he's like, no, chill out. I am going to keep my money in the bank where I can get it whenever I want, whenever I need. It's my money. I do whatever. So let's say Manel does that, but Manel needs to understand there's something called inflation, which pretty much means that money, $1 today isn't really worth $1 10 years from today. You see that? So let's give Manel an example. So if Manel deposits $10,000 in the bank, or he can stack it up under his pillow, his mattress for 10 years, that $10,000 is not going to be worth $10,000 10 years from today. So Manel will lose money due to inflation rate. We'll talk about that later on as well as we learn about all this stuff. But so Manel is going to be losing a lot of money because he didn't put his money to work. Money cannot be sleeping. Cannot be. It needs to move. If it start moving with you, you will lose it somehow. You lose it through inflation or lose it through other ways. So we need to understand that and apply it. I thought this would be really applicable here to us in our community. But thanks for watching, people. It's pretty much it for this video, and I'll be coming with the next video very soon. Again, this video should have been out weeks ago, but life is happening just like it's happening to you. It's happening to me, but we just want to be moving forward and grown. Thanks for watching. Don't go far because I'll be nearby.